everybody was busy. Spider.
A little bit. Just
a little bit.
Cool. I've slipped under the radar. As well
as Prometheus. We had 2 members ditch. Thanks, bros. But so we had a wonderful one shot where chat got involved. We had them be able to roll random encounters. We had them also assist with a spectral sword, so they can even combat and fight the monster which they fought at Beholder.
Yeah. Thanks for that, Spider, by the way. Me twice in a row.
Yep. Spider sent his regards, even though he couldn't play. He sent his regards somehow. Who knows? But no, we're good. We're back. And now, obviously, the campaign started off, we had 7 players. Eventually, over the course, commitments have happened. We had to go through a massive hiatus over Christmas. But we're officially back, and we're ready to rock and roll. So I'm keen. I don't know about the rest of you guys.
Let's do it.
Fire looks a little bit blue-faced at the moment, though. I think he's nervous.
I don't know. I don't know if keen's the right word, given how many dice it sounded like you just put on your table a little earlier, to be honest. It sounded like a lot.
Exactly.
Don't tell them. I've got a lot of dice.
I was going to say, what if we have that bloody beholder pop back in? Jesus. Please don't.
I'm not revealing any secrets. A dungeon master does not show his hand. Oh, we're getting the drinks open. Oh, this is going to be key.
Oh, yeah.
All right.
Drinks are happening.
Yes. Drinks are happening. I'm so keen like a jelly bean. Well, I don't know if y'all are ready, but we're going to get back into the keen like a jelly bean.
Yeah, never say that.
We're going to get back into this world. Too bad. Let's add that as a sound alert every time. But now we're jumping back into the world of Erethin, where our lovely group of wonderful adventurers started off in Sworu, listening around, trying to gather as much information. They, for some reason, felt called to something. There was a lady named Shireen that had beckoned them in a bar of the Sleepy Donkey Inn. Through there, they took arms, they answered the call, and found themselves making their way towards Enrith, where strange occurrences, strange disturbances have been happening. Over the course of their adventure, upon arriving on Enrith, discovering it was an empty town, they succumbed to a very powerful sleeping spell, which pretty much knocked them all unconscious. The only people who were able to remember seeing something was our lovely Bronzar, Goliath Bloodhunter, and Gorin. Seeing a female creature walking forward with leathery wings and a tail coming from her behind, and whispering some nasty, seductive little sweets to the rest of the group. Damn it! I don't even have a drink. No, I'm not going to say. I'll mark it. Look, no, I'm going to mark it. Here's a pen. I've got one. I'm going to hydrate tab.
There's a can if it's big.
Yes.
Yeah, there's water.
So we've got a tab. We've got a tab build for Geo. So we've got one. All right, let's go.
Hydrate's only 100 points. I'll get myself really drunk.
Yeah. I know. Oh, you missed out too. Someone redeemed sing mode in the middle of our one shot, and I had to sing for 5 minutes.
No.
Yeah,
literally
George,
combat.
George, I do have 3.2 thousand points, so you might see that later on.
No sing mode. I've got it there, but I don't know why.
What have I got
Fun.
clocked up here?
Well, I'll tell you what, it's either that or an IRL word band, so... We'll
Oh no! Oh, so here we go. Here's Ian, our dwarf, who's going to haunt us from the ghostly realm. Oh, this is going to be exciting.
Oh God!
So, upon their adventure, they discovered to find themselves waking up in cells in an underground dungeon. Upon breaking free, they explored. No, you haven't redeemed it. It's still valid. I can still say the word roll. Ha 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 ha. Yes, damn it. Anyway, I'm getting distracted. Upon exploring the rest of the cave system, they discovered a place of ghostly demise. Many spirits have tried to seek their vengeance and freedom. They found an interesting well that was full of this blood-like consistency. And upon Bronzer's incredible ingenious, he managed to teleport 2 of his members across where both Nim and our long lost brethren Germain had fought an interesting battle. Germain lost his life. May he rest in pieces.
Val Germain.
Oh, poor Germain. And it continued on. They managed to find their way out of the dungeon system, and upon exploring the Vale Germain, let's get the hashtag. I want to make that as a command thing. If you do like the exclamation point, it's like rip, and just be like hashtag Vale Germain. That's on one of them. That'll be sick. Upon finally getting out of the system, they found a mansion, and why do I have a sound alert of an uwu? What the heck? No. Yeah, I literally had like uwu play in my. Wait, what? Is this? I'm so confused. I don't.
It's your chat, mate. You do what you want.
I don't know what's happening.
No judgment. Anyway,
no, don't tell me that's good. No judgment. I don't know where uwu came from. Oh. I think I know where it's coming from. I think I got sound alert from someone else's stream. It's not on another tab. I think from another tab because I was playing a horror game with them, and then they had like horror stuff pop up. I gotta find it, but no, it's too late now. We're in the middle of a game.
You did just add a new mod.
So last, this is gonna be interesting. But we continue on. So they're finally in the last episode, our valiant heroes were exploring the mansion, trying to find any secrets. They found a few journals, one belonging to Larissa, which was supposedly the grandma of this entire family. They also found another Germain. There we go. They found a journal.
You know what? It was just the fact that you said gerbil. I thought in the beginning. I thought you said gerbil, and yes. then that took me to that new film that Anne Hathaway was in, which is where the kid turned into mouse or mice.
That's a thing.
That's
sick.
Which is a remake.
Yeah, and I'm like,
just need to make that clear.
It is a remake. It is a remake. But I just like as soon as you said gerbil, and I was like, I thought you said gerbil. I was thinking that in my head for some reason.
Nice. I love it. That sounds sick.
Even though he was put into pieces, he came back as a gerbil.
I'm gonna watch this movie. What's it called? Now we're just like full on detouring because we don't want to get back.
Back on target. Let's go.
Our heroes don't want to get back into the world. Maybe. Anyway, upon exploring the rest of the mansion, they found only one bed was being used. The rest was full of dust, suggesting someone still remains and lives in the mansion. And also they found a journal belonging to a young man named Darius, but unfortunately have yet to open its contents. Every time they tried, it's a little bit too smart for it, but for some reason it just won't open. And that is where we left off, with the rest of the crew still in the mansion, just exploring and enjoying themselves.
Carrying a small library.
Goran's yet to be seen. Nim carrying a small library of journals. Gerbils. Germains, everything. Who knows what she's got? And the only member still missing is Goran, who did venture off into the spooky forest just outside the mansion of dead trees.
Told him not to. Dumb butt didn't listen to me.
Yeah. And we're back. So, crew, what are you doing in the mansion? You've now just casually made yourself outside of one of the bedrooms, and this still you finally made your way downstairs, and you're standing in the big foyer in the middle of the room. Where do you go from there?
I'm up for a bit of a sleep.
Yes, I'm like,
let's close one of the doors. Have a good rest. We haven't had one in ages.
Nim will stand watch. I don't feel super comfortable sleeping in someone's literal house. But why not? I'll take the watch.
George, have you taken notice of the chat?
You will find out soon enough.
Yeah. Don't worry. I've done it to you 3 times last week. And
also, I just want to say, like a few minutes ago, just as we started, the music came into my ears that you started playing on Roll20, and I thought I had another tab or something open. I was like, what do I have open? Because I have like YouTube videos like all the way across from when I was editing, and I'm like, what is playing right now? I do not see the volume. And then I looked at it and I'm like, oh, hang on, you're playing through Roll20.
Oh, yeah. So the music is thankfully sponsored by, well, not really sponsored. We're just utilizing tabletop audio because it's free to use, which is awesome. But all these songs coming from that website, it's brilliant. I love it. Obviously repeating the same 3 songs on repeat, but hey, you get used to it eventually. No one knows. None's the wiser.
That's right. Stay tuned.
So you all make your way upstairs, find a respective bedroom despite it being covered in dust. You get comfy, you squeeze in. Is anyone going to hop on watch? Or you just decide to be like, send it and just hop into bed?
No.
Yeah, why not? I'll take first watch.
You can take first? Cool. Nim's out like a light then.
Nim, you want to take first watch instead?
Okay. I'm down to bed.
Cool. All right.
All right. Can I get you to roll a perception check, please? Hello, OzKiddo. What's going on? You're missing out. You can be part of this, right? You're casually ditching us.
Look, don't worry about it. Like, exams, always first thing. First thing in my mind, always.
Thank you, Tyler. By the way, this is all myself making it. I spent a long time doing this. Oh, God.
Also, George, on Roll20, are we meant to be seeing the old map or are you meant to be seeing something else?
Still the dungeon, I think, on Roll20.
You can... Oh, I mean, I can move you to the world map, but for now, that's just... It doesn't matter. Because we're not seeing the mansion. I haven't drawn that. I've just got on my notes.
And you said perception, yes?
Yes, please. You look out the window, trying to see if anyone's like roaming around looking for any kind of security or system. I guess even trying to pay attention to see if someone will return back into the mansion. Nothing seems to catch your eye. And you seem to have a very blissful watch. Thank you.
Oh.
It played a lot in the previous session. We had a one-shot last fortnight ago. I've decided to keep it. I've got a new set of table for the random encounters that should have a bit of fun with the campaign that the players don't know yet.
Oh, I hate you.
We already got 2, and I've already got them ready.
Brilliant.
Right.
Yeah, as we said, guys, I think we were trying to be very careful with the amount of dice that he rolled on the table earlier.
Yeah.
What was that, about 40 different dice there, George?
Again, Dungeon Master never reveals his secrets. All right, so watch comes to an end. You still need to pick someone else to take over for the second watch. Who would that be?
Nim will take if you want to wake up.
Okay, so as I'm sort of like, I'm looking, but I'm sort of just like starting to doze off. I feel like Nim's like hand come on my shoulder, and I'm just like, whoa, and then I'm like, I walk over and go to sleep.
All right, Nim. Are you gonna do anything during your watch?
She'll probably just peruse through the journals a bit more, just going over all the details, finer details, learning about the family.
Okay, so as you're flicking through, the only book at the moment you can flick through is Larissa. You continue going through her journal, and it just depicts their escape from one of the 9 hells. Through this giant moment called like the Great Exodus. It talks about how many families under the tyranny rule. False collection of junk items, reckons. That is sick. Did we get another? No, I didn't get another redeem. Oh, we did get another redeem. Oh no! 1 second. Okay, cool. Y'all are gonna make me roll and make me not talk my stuff. Okay. So as you continue reading through your book, it talks about, again, the Great Exodus, how many of these families of tieflings just were fed up with the tyrannical rule of the hell, of the devils, especially under the rule of Lord Beerus. They planned it. It cost a lot of lives in the process, trying to keep the secret under wraps, and eventually they managed to escape. This family were probably one of the very few families to even make it out alive. And so, upon stumbling into this world, they decide to say, we need a family name, picking up the customs of humans, and called themselves the Nowhere family because they felt they didn't really belong anywhere. It continues on to say how they managed to afford money over a course of many, many years. It talks about them farming, building crops, using that to go into town, using a spell to kind of change the way they look. So they were adept in magic. And that allowed them to blend in with the fellow humans because they were recognizing, in essence, how, I guess, racist humans were in this town. They were very aggressive towards dwarfs. And they noticed one time when a dragonborn had entered into the town, the way they treated him. So through that, they've masking as humans, they were able to interact with the community, and that's how they managed to make their money, managed to buy supplies, and then eventually build their house. It also depicts that over a course of many, many years, the males started to sort of change. It started off with her husband. He would become deranged, a bit angry, more than normal. He would yell at things. He would see things at the corner of his eye. It was as if something was bothering him. She depicts it as a form of madness, maybe because of their blood. Not sure exactly. But it eventually succumbed to this madness, and then he ended up passing away of just bitter old age. Her son was the next one, and then was also driven by this madness, and so was her grandson. It was strange why the males dealt with all this, in all fairness. Well, she continues on. The rest of her journal depicts about her granddaughter, Oriana, and how, despite this race being able to live for such a long time, Oriana died a young life. She was sad, she was lonely, and she's the only one to have taken her own life. Still doesn't know why, but she died at the young age of 30 years old. And it's ever since then, it's just been different. As you continue reading, you look out, like you hear meow.
What was that?
Roll a perception check.
It's 19.
So you look out the window, and you can see on the windowsill, there is this like black cat just sort of caressing up against the window. Meow. Meow.
Okay. And can I open the window?
You can
then pick it up and put it out the window.
All right. So you go up towards the window, and you're looking around the sort of frame of it all, trying to find the lock. You look up and you see the lock. As you unlock it, you look down to pull up the window. There's no more cat.
What? Hallucinatory cat, really? We're going there? Great. Excellent. How close to the end of Nim's watch are we? She might decide she needs to have another good sleep and think about what's just happened.
You are coming to the end of your watch. So far, apart from the strange cat that just appeared on a windowsill, it's very narrow. You look around, you're 2 stories high. You couldn't see anything jump down or run away. Seems pretty blissful. Your watch comes to an end, and the third watch will begin.
Excellent.
If you wake up the little rogue.
Yeah, Nim gives him a bit of a kick. Wait.
Can I wake up with my dagger? I'll wake up with my dagger in my hand. What? Fuck. Leave me alone.
Your turn, buddy. And let me know if you see like a black cat while you're on
cat.
Yeah, I'll explain later.
Oh God, Sabrina's looking over it.
Right.
Salem's coming.
What have you been drinking?
So what are you going to be doing on your watch, young Malkick?
Definitely gonna have a look around, look out the window, see if I notice anything.
Yep. Roll a d20 or a perception check for me, please.
Perception. Ooh, that's a 22.
4. So you look around, you try to see if you can notice anything. You look out the window, and what you can see is there's a little like light glow sort of forming in the tree. Like just on the edge of the trees is like a little very faint yellow glow. Like,
Would it look like somebody having a little fire or something burning on the edge of the woods?
not necessarily. It doesn't seem to be like moving or anything. Just seems stationary.
Yeah,
and
right,
yeah.
I don't notice anything else out of the ordinary.
No patrol units, nothing odd, just a very faint glow, as if it's like hidden behind the little trees. Like it's not like, it doesn't seem like it's come from a big thing either. From what you can gather, it looks like this like tiny little, I guess, box of an item just on the ground, just glowing.
I want that box.
It wants the box.
I want it, but I'm not going there by myself.
Okay.
Oh, where are we? We're downstairs or upstairs?
You're currently upstairs on the second floor. That's where all the bedrooms are at.
Yeah, right. Let me see if I want to sneak down to the foyer. See if I can sneak it, have a look outside.
All right, not a problem. Roll a stealth check, or I guess, yeah. No, just if you want, roll stealth check.
No, I got that at advantage. That's 25. 25.
You feel sneaky. You feel like you're doing a good job.
Excellent.
You feel like you got your sneaky shoes on, your sneakers.
Yeah. I'll sneak outside and have a look, see if I can notice anything about the box in particular, or if there's anybody around.
Okay. As you creep your way down the stairs, going through the foyer to the front door, you make your way around the mansion. Following the path that you know, if you continue down the path, it will lead towards a little shed that goes back down to the underground dungeon pass. As you walk past, you look to your left, and that's where you see a little faint glow. It's on the ground, maybe about 5 meters past the tree line.
Yep.
And it's still there. A very faint, very, very faint glow.
I'm going to go a bit closer and start creeping over towards it slowly.
Okay. Creep. Use the shadows. Thankfully, it's nighttime still, so you're able to duck around hiding behind the trees. And it's strange, the trees themselves, despite being a very full forest, it's just all dead. Basically dead trees. You can't understand ascertain on why this is the case. It's just the case. But you manage to hide behind it, avoiding any twigs. And as you creep closer and closer and closer, you can start to get a better picture of it. You see a small chest that's glowing a yellow gleam from it.
I definitely want to open this thing now. Maybe I want to check it to see if it's got any traps or anything unusual on it.
Yeah, that's fine. Roll for an investigation check for me, my good sir.
God damn it. That's a 12.
Your expertise mind, you suss it out. You look very intently. It seems safe.
There's got to be something good in this thing. I'm going to open it. See if I can open it.
You go to open it and
greedy bastard.
it's unlocked. It's unlocked.
It's unlocked.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand to the side and open it because last time I opened something, I nearly got shot in the face.
Easy. I know. Or we just get Cub from another campaign to open a door from you all and just get released poison gas.
Yes.
Let's go. Cub, you legend. A little plug-in already.
Yeah.
Back to it.
Yeah.
You open the chest, and what's revealed to you, the glowing gleam is actually 100 gold coins in a chest right there. Just shiny gold coins.
Shiny. I want it, but I'm still suspicious at the same time. How's this doing out here?
What are you gonna do?
I can't help it. I need to take it.
All right, you start grabbing everyone like and start pocketing it all into your pockets. Let's go. And then, as you finally grab the last piece, you put it in your pocket. You look back to the chest, and the chest disappears.
Oh yeah, I'm getting the hell back.
It's there.
You have 100 gold coins.
Yeah, the gold's still in my pockets.
You have 100 gold coins.
Oh yeah, I'm going back inside.
Hang on, am I still like bone dead with money? Oh no, I've got a few. That's all right. I've got 11. So
I'm sure you picked
up
a few.
Hey Raven, thank you for the work. Good.
I've got a couple.
When it comes to me and Nim, yeah, it's gonna end up being another
double or nothing.
Another bet.
I'm taking back inside and getting back into that room.
All right. So you make your way back up. You continue the rest of your watch. Nothing seems to be amiss. You all wake up from a wonderful long rest, feeling recharged, rejuvenated, better than ever. Feel like you can tackle on what's about to happen.
Let's do it.
So,
okay.
Hang on.
All right. Hold on a minute here. Where exactly is Malkick holding these 100 gold coins?
I don't know.
Because we're still asleep, aren't we?
Yeah, you don't know nothing.
No, we've just
he returns back after and continues his watch, and then now time has passed. You all wake up.
But Spider, what's the number one rule? Don't split the bloody party.
Again.
Hey, it worked. It worked this time.
Yeah, but it would have worked out a little bit better.
I'm playing the character. It's seen something shiny.
All right, Mr. Krabs.
Yeah, exactly.
So
my precious.
I've got it hidden away. It's not in my pockets. It might be in my pockets. I don't know. So we question ask.
So I'm thinking we've woken up. Nim's going to ask Malkick if he happens to
Where the fuck is Malkick?
I'm back.
No, he's come back and we've woken up. Yeah.
So he came back, continued the rest of his watch. Now that his watch has come to an end, it's sunlight. You all start to wake up. Both of you start to wake up.
I just heard that cat again.
I kind of agree with Tyler on this one. He basically said, I don't like the way God said right there, gold.
Y'all rolled the random encounter, not me.
I'm wondering if some kind of perception check might be in order to see if we notice 100 gold pieces stashed away in or on or about Malkick's person. It's a fairly large pile of money.
I tell you what, George, would it be perception or would it be investigation?
Maybe you ask me a question.
There's nothing to investigate. We're not going out of our way to.
True. I basically once I get up, I just want to make sure that he hasn't done anything he shouldn't have. So I just
Nim and Bronco, what did you two see on your shift?
But here's the question, right? Like, what would compel your character to want to be sus of Malkick initially, right?
Well, the fact that he's come back with a massive grin on his face.
Has he said he had a massive grin upon waking?
I'm sitting in the corner waking you two up.
All right, fine. So I guess.
Did you two notice anything other than a cat on your shift? I've never seen a cat.
I saw nothing.
You'd take it off passive perception then, wouldn't you? Surely. It's 100 gold coins. That cannot go unnoticed.
I was going to say, it's going to be a big bulge unless he's put it somewhere where it isn't supposed to be.
Okay, if this is the case, what we'll do is, Malkick, I need you to roll a deception. Just to give me a deception check.
Oh, okay.
From here, Bronzer and Nim, what is your passive perception?
16.
Passive perception. Oh my fucking Christ. 10.
Okay. And Malkick, reveal your roll.
My deception roll was 15.
Okay.
Arsehole.
Okay. So, as you both wake up, you start making way towards the bottom stairs as you're agreed to meet, so you can continue on with your journey. Nim, you descend down the staircase, and you notice that Malkik has a grin on his face. A really happy grin. And you're wondering why. And you look around and you can kind of see there's a little bit of a bulge in his back. Bigger than it was than before going to sleep.
Nim's not going to do anything with that information just yet. She'll just leave that sit there for now.
Yeah. Bronzer, you're unaware of anything. You don't know. You know nothing.
I know nothing. Okay.
You know nothing. Easy. So what's the crew doing now? What's after waking up feeling rejuvenated? You meet downstairs into the kitchen, I guess, whipping up some quick food to eat. Although everything is stale and
I was going to
rotten.
say, technically, there's nothing else that's really holding us in the mansion, is there? We've already done what we should have done.
As far as you know, you've checked out every room. You've looked around. You've found a journal that is addressed to Darius, and it's been difficult to open up and read its contents. And you found Larissa's journal. Other than that, the only thing you've also been aware is that one of the bedrooms has been meticulously well kept. A study had been locked away with sort of ritual spells. You found some spell books that describe a powerful ritual for a summoning. And that's basically what you've learned from this man. And family portraits everywhere. And that belongs to the Nowhere family.
So I would technically say we should really go in, try and find a town or something and see if there's any other information we can gather about this place.
Well, so the town I think we found was already empty, if I remember rightly. So I take it we're having like a little powwow around breakfast in the kitchen at this point and just kicking around ideas what we're going to do for the day, right?
Yeah.
Feel free to discuss. No, roleplay if you want to. I'm fine.
So Nim, she's not overly concerned, but she's going to point out that we're missing a handful of party members, and so the way I see it, we can either go looking for where they are. We know they went off into the woods somewhere. We can go looking for them, see if we can find them, try and pull everyone together, or we can head back down to that dungeon. I really want to know more about this summoning ritual. I was dragged into it.
Yeah.
I was made to be part of it. I need to know more about what that was about. But I don't want to do that if you're not comfortable with going down without them. So what do you think?
I would agree with you. To be honest, I would say let's just go down to the dungeon and see what happens. I'm ready for a fight. So
If you two are going somewhere, I'm coming with you. I'm not going into the woods unprotected.
is it? So it's 2 against 1. We're going back to the dungeon, huh?
Let's do it at the dungeon.
Okay.
Oh, and while
So,
we're here,
you make your
Malky,
way-
did you see a black cat last night while you were on watch? I forgot to ask before. Did anyone else
No,
see a black cat?
never even.
No, I saw nothing. I saw
Never even
nothing.
heard of a cat. Never seen anything.
Hey, Malky, did you see anything?
No.
No, I got nothing.
Alright, you need to be really thankful that you're protected by dice in this world because it was awful.
Technically, like if you like, I was just about to say, if you're gonna say something, technically, Bronzar's just sort of still stuffing his mouth with food. Oh.
Alright.
Never seen a cat. No movement outside.
If we're decided, then I'm happy to head back down in the dungeon.
Let's go to the dungeon.
No problem. So you make your way outside of the mansion. You close the wonderful double doors. I guess picking yourself up, make sure you're well fed. As you walk out, you see the fountain in front of you, and in front of the fountain is a large rock with a sword just sort of stuck inside the rock. Wasn't there before when you first inspected the place. Now it appears to be a rock with a sword in it.
Investigation check.
Let's go!
Yay, everyone, go!
Investigation it is. 19.
19.
22.
22. All right.
You're certainly not going to get anything now. Keep out rolling.
What did Nim get?
12.
12.
Nim, it just looks like to be a sword in a stone.
Cool sword.
King Arthur's going to ride past in a minute.
Very interesting. A sword in a stone. Cool.
How did it get there?
Malkik and Bronzer, what you notice is it's an interesting sword. You peer closer and there's like rune marking engraved into the sword itself.
It's a hologram.
It's tangible. It's real. It exists. From where it came from, you can't quite ascertain like how it just magically appeared in front of you. But you're inkling to say something's up. This seems magical. Maybe.
I'm gonna grab it.
Yeah, I'm going to put it out.
All right. Who's going first?
Oh,
Malkik.
please let them both
said
do it
Malkik.
together.
All right. Roll a strength check for me.
What am I rolling? Strength.
Just a D20 and add your strength modifier to it.
It's not good.
You're -1, aren't you?
Yeah. That's a 13.
You hop on. Your gnomish stature jumps on top of the rock. I've got this. Nothing. Nah. You're gonna slip a disc, mate. You gotta get off.
I then walk up and push him off and then just say, see how a real man does it.
Oh god, you fucked this up.
Roll a strength check, my good Bronzer.
The 12.
Fuck, oh, nat 1 with a +3.
He falls over.
No. You push him aside.
All
I
right.
gotta do this seriously now. I gotta get serious. Okay.
Nim's gonna have a
So you
crack.
push him aside.
If they're gonna try and take the sword out, Nim's gotta have a crack as well.
Your large stature, you lean over the sword, get both hands up, you're ready. You're going to show him how a man does it. You get ready. And as you go to pull, your hands slip off the hilt of the sword and you just fall backwards, headfirst onto the ground.
And as you lift your head, this is what you see.
Let's go. This is quality. Oh.
Shut up, man. Oh. I slipped. That's not my fault. You put oil or something on it.
Wake up.
Brilliant. Nim does not expect that she's going to be able to wrench this thing out of the stone whatsoever, but watching those two idiots literally fall over themselves trying to pull it out, she's going to give it a quick crack as well.
You don't get this out, I'm getting my tools out.
Pulling out your tool. Roll your strength check.
14.
How much?
14.
14.
You're a -1 as well.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, hey, are you? So, okay.
So, Nim, you stand over the sword. You probably wipe it down first to see if there was any oil claiming Bronze's imagination. It feels dry. You grab the sword and you try to pull, and it just remains still. It's not coming out. No matter how much you get both hands, nothing. Just you feel like not strong enough to be able to rip this out of the stone. Sorry. You day. It remains.
So Nim
Does anyone else have any adventuring gear?
Nim turns to Bronzer and she says, Can't you turn into a werewolf? Do you, like, if you really want the sword?
Oh yeah, I can. I then bite my hand and go, and then. I go for another go with the sword.
Roll another strength check. Let's go.
That is 20 in total.
You put your hands around it. This time, you have a foot back just in case to catch yourself if you were to slip again.
Please,
I dig the claws into the stone.
You got one foot on the stone, 1 foot on the stone with the claws digged into it, getting that extra stance, getting ready. You start pulling. It's fighting you, and on the third tug, you have a sword, a long sword, and you look at the blade. It's thick black with red runes on it.
Okay.
Congratulations. You have a sword, a long sword.
Well, hey. Hang on, let me write this down. Is there anything special about this sword, or is it just a standard longsword?
You don't know yet.
Let's have a look at these runes. Yeah.
Feels special.
Did you say red runes?
Red
It had red runes written in red coloring.
Yeah.
It's a black blade.
Ooh, yeah.
I'll give you 2 gold for it.
Are we all gonna have a look at these runes while you're admiring your shiny blade?
Yeah, I would say we were going to, but this also, I now want to ask a question for the DM.
Yes.
Seeing as my original sword when I turned into a werewolf was only a one-handed sword, could this technically now mean I dual wield?
I mean, theoretically you can. Do you have the feet to allow you to dual wield properly?
2-weapon fighting, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I got 2-weapon fighting.
Congratulations. You can theoretically dual wield longswords. I'll allow it just for context. This sounds sick. Only, but here's the rule: only when you're transformed. You'll have the strength to.
That's fine.
I'm happy to help through all that.
Yep.
It's gonna be fun.
On D&D, should I just
What?
D&DBeyond, just put it as a longsword until you figure it out.
At the moment, just list it as for now, it's a black longsword. No, that's rude. A longsword.
It's longsword,
I'll be back in 30 seconds. Sorry, guys.
Oh, good boy.
For now, it's a longsword. I will write up a sword for you. This is a random encounter, thank you very much, but it's an interesting. So I'm going to write up a card for it. As you then look back towards the stone, there is no more stone there. There's no crumble, there's no debris, there is nothing. It just as if vanished into thin air. But you have a longsword.
Cool.
And just to make a note for myself, can only use longsword when transformed. Just so I don't forget. And I'll list it as an ally.
Ninja says, "Hey Bronzer, just saying, transforming into a werewolf was my idea. If you sell that, half of that's mine."
Nice.
We will see.
Okay.
But I do need your expertise. What do you think of these runes?
Well, they're red. Let's have a look.
Okay. Have an arcana check if you're going to try and decipher some runes.
Someone hasn't rolled the sword up yet. It's a 14. I do have an advantage on Arcana though too. Have a look here. Both 14.
Nice. Okay. So you're looking at the runes. You can ascertain that they're of Dragonborn language. Do you speak Dragonborn?
No.
You don't know what this reads. You can tell it seems to be powerful magical runes in a language you cannot read.
Hit, common, giant, halfling, undercommon. I can't even read it.
Abyssal.
Malkik, what languages do you read?
Is he even back yet?
Yeah, he's back.
Sorry, I had to unmute myself. Abysmal, common, gnomish, thieves, and undercommon.
Nah, so none of you can even read the runes on it. You just know these are some magical runes.
Nah,
No idea what they mean because they're in a language you cannot read.
Excellent.
Wow, I actually pulled up a language you can't read. This is fun.
That never goes wrong.
Y'all know a lot of languages.
Now I just wish I could change.
But you can, like, what you can tell, Nim, is you can tell that this language, from your understanding of magic, it's like sort of heavy-based sorcery that technically kind of derives from a lot of the Dragonborn race. Like, they're the ones more prominent in the arcane ways of sorcery. So that's where you can tell, but you can't understand what these runes mean, or what it inscribes, or how to read it.
Okay, so
just have a gist of where it comes from.
Yeah, so Nim says more or less that. So I think this is the Dragonborn language, but I have no idea what it says. It's giving me the heebie-jeebies a little bit. Just be really careful when using this sword, okay? We don't know what's going to happen. But enjoy your new toy.
Hit someone with it.
Have fun.
I like my new toy, and I guess I don't even have a sheath for this yet, do I? So I can't even put it away properly.
No? I mean, you can make something out of ropes if you want to. There's trees everywhere, but they're dead. I mean, you have rope, and I'm assuming in your backpack.
I believe I do.
I'll sell you some rope. I've got some.
That's awesome.
Wait, hang on. I've only got alchemist supplies, but let's have a look at my equipment. I've got... Oh, could I just roll it in my bedroll?
You can, if you want to. Do you have any? You don't have any crafting kits, do you? Like sort of tinkerer's kits or anything?
I've got alchemist supplies.
Okay. Are you proficient with alchemist supplies?
Are we going to have to look this up again? Good.
Roll, if that's the case, I'm going to make a roll here. Roll a dexterity check. Okay. You can add your proficiency bonus to it, but that's probably about it, because you're trying to create something, and you don't really... Alchemist tools are more like, with potions and whatnot, they're not really set for like sewing up things.
Yeah.
But that's why there's no advantage on it. But you've got, just dexterity with proficiency bonus. I'll let it happen.
Yeah.
I want to see what happens. This is curious. You're not dexterous, are you? I know you're a little bit.
My dex. So, do you want me to roll the modifier or just my proficiency bonus on top?
You get the modifier too.
Modifier as well. Okay.
So dex roll with
19 in total.
Okay, you are able to make a makeshift sheath out of the bedroll. You use up a lot of the materials of the bedroll. This sheath is a temporary solution. So over time, you feel like sheathing and unsheathing the sword, you've probably got several uses of it before it starts tearing in.
Yeah.
So just keep that in mind. All right.
So I then unchange. Oh, hang on. Technically now, though, I've used... Do you want me to mark off me using my werewolf trait for now?
Yep. You took the gamble.
Mm-hmm.
Not me. Not my problem. Well, my solution.
So you problem.
Okay, so yeah, so now what I want to do as well, like a little bit later, I want to make sure that we do a short rest before anything else, because I can take it back once I've taken a short rest.
Do you need a lie down, buddy? Do you need a little puppy nap? Okay, look,
yes.
Look. So no. Nim seriously says. She says if you need to have a rest, that's fine. Malkick and I can hang out here for a bit. We'll rest up a bit before we get cracking. That's fine.
Okay, I take the short rest.
Cool. While you're doing that,
yeah.
Nim says to Malkick, "Hey, little buddy, let's step over here and have a little chat."
No.
Oh, really? You're gonna be like that? You're so tiny. Are you sure you want to do that?
Have you seen what my dagger can do?
All right, Nim just goes back to her default pre-friendly mode of just rolling her eyes at the gnome. Then
And I just hold my try me.
What you see, Nim, is when he's holding a hilt. And that's it. There is no blade. It's just a hilt.
That's all,
Wait,
that's all
what?
it is. It's just
In his hand is just a hilt, but there's no blade. And he's threatening you with this hilt.
Why are you holding? What is that meant to be exactly? What are you doing? What is that?
let's just hope you don't have to find out.
Well, that's vague.
Jedi Knight. Jedi Gnome.
I'll hopefully stick it into somebody that's trying to hurt me. But don't try and hurt me.
Oh yeah, you know